Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to lead you through mindful stretch. We will practice together for 15 minutes today. As we go through our time together, just a reminder to listen to your body. If any of the stretches do not work for you, please skip them, come on out and modify. Things that you'll need for class today is you want to have a mat, something that's comfortable to practice on. And if you would like additional props, it can be nice to have the blanket close by and the exercise blocks. So those are not a necessity for class, but sometimes they can just give a little bit of support if you need them. As we go through class today, I would like to take some time to focus on our shoulders. I know that throughout the day, we can get a lot of tension in the shoulders from sitting a lot, maybe not having the best posture, maybe rounding forward at the keyboard, maybe holding the phone, scrolling, letting the head hang, and just having this forward movement with the shoulders. So we're going to take some time to work on some really nice warm-ups and stretches for the shoulders. The nice thing is as we work with the upper part of the body, a lot of these stretches, you can try to remember them and then weave them into your workday because you could easily do them when you're sitting at your desk. Even if you have something as small as 30 seconds, 20 seconds to do a little bit of stretching, it can really help to rebalance that area, get the circulation and the blood flowing, and just bring a lot of relief into the body. And as we go through today, we'll be doing a variety of standing, sitting, maybe even being on the ground as well. So just make sure that you can adjust your monitor so that you can view me. So let's come on up to standing today. We're going to just take that nice, comfortable standing position. We'll have our feet planted down. We'll have our toes pointing forward. And let's take a nice deep full inhale here. We'll bring our hands together. Hands will come to the heart on the exhale. Breathe in. Let's bring those fingertips up. Exhale down. Let's go one more time in this direction. Fingertips will sweep to the sky, and then arms will sweep out and around when you're ready. Good. And as your hands relax down, let's take a moment. We'll try for some snow angels. So we're going to take our hands up. We'll work to bring our index and our thumb to touch, and then gently sweep the hands down. Full breath in. Let's reach up and stretch up and release. Let's go one more time here. Inhale and exhale. As the hands relax down, let's take a few shoulder rolls here. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Let's go one more time. Inhale and exhale. Great job. So from here, we're going to come on down into a tabletop position. So that one's on the hands and the knees. And as you come onto the hands and the knees here, feel free to grab a blanket. That might be nice to have a little padding for the knees if needed. And we're going to try for a little bit of a flow for a thread the needle stretch. So this one is going to be really great for your shoulders and also beneficial for the neck. Let's take a moment, right hand to the sky. Let's sweep it up nice and tall, reaching up and stretching up, and then relaxing your arm under. And we're going to relax the head down for just a breath here. So nice inhale and exhale. Take a full breath in. Let's reach, stretch your hand to the sky. And we're going to float it down. Good. Let's go 3 more times here. We'll take a nice deep full inhale and a nice deep full exhale. On that 5th time, let's take an opportunity to pause. We'll come into a shoulder opener here. And we're just going to hang out here for some breaths. If you wanted to experience more stretch, maybe take that left hand and walk it up and overhead. You could be tented up on the fingertips. Give yourself a little different stretch here. And we'll try to breathe in and out as deeply as possible. So you might feel the breath a little constricted. So try to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Now to come on out of this one, let's walk that left hand right underneath our shoulder, grounding into your left hand. Let's bring our right hand to the sky and we will begin to circle out that shoulder. So maybe large circles and maybe find smaller circles here. And reverse. We'll go in the other direction. Excellent. Let's bring ourselves back through into a tabletop position. Lower your stomach down. Let's lift up through the heart. Let your tailbone lower and let the crown of your head lower. And we're just going to take this through a little cat dog stretch, also sometimes called cat and cow. So it's just a really nice movement for the spine. Good for creating some lateral flexibility. Good. Let's bring ourselves back through to neutral. We will sweep that left hand up. Let's take that nice full breath in here. We're going to thread the arm under. So as you do this, have the palm of your hand facing up towards the sky. So that'll be a more gentle rotation in the shoulder. Core engages. Let's really ground down. We're going to lift that hand up. Nice full breath in. Releasing that down. Just trying to relax your head, relaxing through the neck. Hand rises up, breathing here. I'm going to go 3 more times at your own pace. Good. Now, when that feels complete, let's take that time to pause down. So we're just going to relax the side of the head down. Again, you're going to want your palm facing up. We're going to just want to connect with our breath here. Try to inhale and exhale through your nose. It can be really tempting to want to breathe through the mouth, especially if a stretch is challenging. Try to avoid that. When we breathe through the mouth, it can activate the fight or flight response. And so we just want to let our body know everything's okay. We can communicate that to our body by inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Grounding into your right hand, let's bring that left arm up. We are going to circle. We'll find a bit of movement here. Reverse. Good. And we're going to come on back into our tabletop position. So I wanted to take some time to work with a little bit of a deeper shoulder opener. And I'll go through it nice and slow with you. So we're going to be on our stomach. We're going to have one hand out to the side. Our palm will be down. And then you might want to stay there because that can be a really good stretch for a lot of people. But if you did want a more intense stretch, there's an option to roll onto the side. But before we go into it, I just want you to be really mindful of your shoulders. You don't want to push it too much on this one. If we hang out in it a little bit longer and you feel like you need to come out, just come on out. Meet us on the second side. So let's bring ourselves right down onto our stomachs. And we are going to start with our left hand. So let's bring our left hand to the left side of our mat, and we're going to have our palm facing down. So palm down is very important. If palm is up, it's just going to be a little bit strange on the shoulder. So palm is down, hand in line with shoulder. We don't want hand out too far behind or in front. So just having that line off to the left, fingertips in line with shoulder. Good. And then staying here. So for some people, this might feel like a really good stretch, but if you're not feeling much and you want to feel more, roll onto your left side. And your right leg can go up and over. That can create a little kickstand support for you. And try to relax your head down as best as you can. And again, this is definitely one where you're going to want to listen to your body. We don't want to push it. So maybe just checking in with yourself. Noticing where you might be holding on to tension. And then on the exhale, just letting that tension go. And then just becoming aware on the side, noticing if you feel a stretch, maybe it feels very easy for you, maybe it feels very challenging. Not creating judgment, but just awareness. It's so important just to be aware, get that curiosity about your body. Coming onto your stomach, we're just going to roll out of that one. We can bring our left hand in. And we're going to take that right hand off to the right side of the mat. So let's draw that right off to the side there. So we have our right hand in line with our shoulder. Palm will face down. And you can stay where you're at here. Maybe roll off to the side. Maybe leg comes up and over, creating a little bit of that kickstand support here. And just again, noticing if you can find a little bit of softness here. So maybe let your eyes close. Maybe become aware of the two sides of the body. So although it's the same stretch, you can have a very different experience one side to the next side. Maybe the stretch feels easier on this side. You feel like you could stay in it for much longer, or maybe the opposite. Maybe the side is a little bit more tight. And that can be for so many reasons. So maybe just our unique way that our body is made up. It could also be movement patterns if we're always reaching, or even something like holding our phone in one hand all the time. That can kind of trickle through the whole body and make one side of the body a little bit more tight than the other side. Let's bring ourselves back onto our stomach. We are going to press on up into a tabletop position and giving a seated stretch a try. So if it feels okay, you might want to have the tops of your feet resting on the mat and then just sitting back onto the heels for a moment. And if that doesn't work for you, you can kick your legs out in front of you and have your legs crossed. Let's take our hands onto our shoulders. We're going to float those elbows forward. We're going to take them up. We'll relax them back and down. Full breath in. Release. One more time. Good. And I really like this variation of seated because it gives the quads a really nice stretch. Sometimes those quads tend to get very tense when we're sitting a lot. So let's come back through to seated with the legs crossed. And we're going to just take another stretch here. So let's take our right hand off to our left knee. And we're going to float that left arm up and over. See if you can roll that left shoulder back, right shoulder under, and see if you can feel that the heart is shining up to the sky. We'll come back through to neutral. Keep your right hand where it's at, left hand to your right knee and chin to your chest. Let's round through your back body. And then maybe imagining letting go of tension that you're holding on to, finding space between the shoulder blades, really hollowing through the back there. Let's begin to keep our left hand where it is, right hand up and over. We'll find a side stretch on the other side. And then breathing deeply, we will find that expansion through the lungs and through the ribs. Back to neutral, left hand. Let's keep it where it's at. Right hand to your left knee. Arms are crossed opposite this time. Chin to chest. See if you can let your head hang heavy. So you have all of these little muscles in the back of the neck. Just seeing if you can let them release with each exhale. Arms will sweep out to the sides of the room. Let's take a nice full breath in here. Hands into prayer. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. I hope everyone's shoulders are feeling a bit more open. I know that mine do. So I can feel that my posture feels a little bit better. I was sitting down, not having the best posture today, and I could definitely feel that. So I can definitely notice the shifts that happen through class. So I hope that you feel great. You can take this feeling with you through the rest of the day today. And I hope to see you soon. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back for chair yoga. That's 10 o'clock East Coast time. And that's a half-hour stretching practice in your chair. So no need to change or get the yoga mat out. You can do it from the comfort of your desk. I will see you soon. Take care.